Before we get on to it, if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. We're trying to 287,000 subscribers by the end of the week. And if you guys enjoy my team content, you're going to find more of it here than anywhere else. But anyway, now let's get on to the video. G here, and today we are going to be doing the point guard tier list, lads. We're going to be ranking the best point guard. Sorry, I'm a few days late. Like normally I do this on the 1st of every month, and obviously today is the 5th. I'm trying to think, can't even remember why. Oh, actually, I was late on my like Opal and Dark Matter tier list, which is why I kind of waited for today. I was meant to be making this video yesterday, but was exhausted yesterday, as you guys saw, only 2 videos, and yeah, so we're gonna make it today. We'll make up for the lack of videos yesterday with probably 7 today. But anyway, yeah, so first up, Caruso. I'm gonna say Caruso is a B tier. There should not be 2 Simmons here. I'm gonna put Caruso in B tier. I think Caruso's good. Don't think he's spectacular, but I think he's good. I think he'll shoot well. He'll defend pretty well. He has no flaws, really. Not the greatest card ever. By no means a bad card either. So, I think B's fair. Most people would agree with that. This Simmons, D for defense. He'll play defense well. He'll play defense really well. He will not score. Like, his ability to score is absolutely non-existent. He can't really shoot. He can't really move. He'll just guard people. Not a very good card. At this stage of the game, really not good. This Ben Simmons, no-brainer. No-brainer S tier. Like, the 3 best cards in the game are probably Simmons. I'd say the 4 best cards in the game are Simmons, Yao, Luka, MJ. 3 point guards. Like, if you want to run the best 5, you might run like Simmons at the 4. MJ and Luka as your 1 and your 2, like. But yeah, Simmons is tall. Simmons can move. He's a little bit sluggish. I will admit that. He is a little bit sluggish. Unless you're like constantly in bursts, he's going to feel very sluggish. His jumper is really, really easy to green. It's not the fastest release in the world, but it's very, very easy to green. So, and he's a 6'11" point guard, S tier. Sharman. I'm with Sharman to C tier. Sharman can move and shoot. Like, Sharman's like a better Kemba. Can't really dunk. But Sharman can't create. Like, maybe it's just because I used him in like a certain game. Like, I used him with like my all-time Celtics squad. But he was alright. Better than Rondo anyway. I'll go D tier for Jennings. I think Jennings is slightly worse than Sharman. Jennings is chick though. Trae Young, release, decent-ish dribbling. Nah, let's swap these. Jennings is better than Jennings. I'll move Sharman down to D. Jennings is actually not awful. Not brilliant, not awful. I'll go A with Cade. Definitely not top 5 anymore. Probably pushing the top 10 point guards. There or thereabouts. Like, I can't guarantee you that he's a top 10 point guard, but he's in and around that range. Still 6'8" with a 7-foot wingspan. Like, we do have to take that into account. Like, he is 6'8" and his wingspan is really, really long. So, yeah, I'm gonna put him in A tier. And he also can shoot the ball. He can dribble mediocrely well. Chauncey Billups going B tier. I love Chauncey Billups, especially on current gen. Like, when I play on current gen, like, my point guards on my, like, I probably should start using Scotty again. Like, when I play on current gen, mainly when I play on current gen is when I'm in my bedroom. I use, like, Chauncey's up there with the best. Like, when I played that Trash Talker, the guy who called himself the DBG Slayer, I destroyed him with Chauncey Billups. Chauncey absolutely cooked the guy. And his release is so nice. His defense is good. He's B. Dame's going B as well. Give me Chauncey over Dame. I'm just putting that out there. Give me Chauncey Billups over Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard plays zilch on the defensive end. He's a good dunker. He shoots the ball. Dame shoots the ball really well, by the way. He shoots the ball really well. But, like, come on. He doesn't have much going for him now, does he? D'Lo A. Now, D'Lo's on, like, that Cade level. D'Lo's release is good. Like, some people are saying that release is terrible. I actually really like that D'Angelo Russell release. Maybe I'm in the minority, and I probably am in the minority. But I actually think it's a very nice release. I think his jumper is good. I think his movement's good. Obviously, his dunking's pretty good. Yeah, he's He's just an all-around very, very nice player in my team. So A tier for D'Angelo Russell. Then we have got De'Aaron Fox. E. De'Aaron sucks. Man, De'Aaron really, really sucks. I'm going to have to go E tier for De'Aaron Fox. Like, he really stinks. Like, he's absolutely shockingly bad, lads. Like, fair enough. If you got used to him to get Vince, fair enough. If you're using him today, no, man, this card's terrible. DeJounte, I actually like DeJounte. He's got low interior, but his block's alright. I like DeJounte Murray. I think his jumper's okay. Nah, let's put him in D tier. I don't mind him. His release is okay. It's one of those releases where he kind of hovers a little bit, but he's not terrible. Okay, now to our F tier, or our worthless tier players. Okay, so we get 2 Trae Youngs. Our first worthless tier player. Are any? Oh, Gilbert. Yeah, Gilbert's legitimately a scrub. And some of these guys are okay. Some of these guys are just not great. Like, Gilbert is legitimately a scrub. Like, he is the most worthless player by a mile on this list. Honestly, I might move De'Aaron down. I really might move De'Aaron down. Brunson sucks, but he's better. He's better than De'Aaron. So I'm gonna change this around. So I'm actually gonna move Simmons down. I'm gonna move De'Aaron down. Move Sharman down. I'm gonna move Jennings down. I'm gonna move. You're gonna keep these here, and in that C tier, I'm gonna put Bonga. I'm gonna put Oh no, Bonga's gotta go into B, doesn't he? Just because of his size. Just because of Bonga's pure size, I gotta put him into B tier. Trying to find somebody for C tier. Jason Williams. Way better than, like, with his defense, with his release, he's like a much better Sharman. He's like a much better Jennings. And he's small, but like, he can still cook. Like, Jason Williams is not bad. He's not an awful card at all. However, like, he's not a good card either. So I think that it's best to put him into C tier, because I do think that is where he belongs. C tier, I think, is a completely fair spot for Jason Williams. Okay, so then we have got. I'm gonna put Heinrich in E tier as well. Heinrich's not like unbelievably terrible, but he's not good, especially in May. Like, he came out in season 4, so it was either January or early February, and he was all right. I can't even remember what set that was, but yeah, Heinrich, I think, was all right. But yeah, not the best, not the worst card in the world, but not great either. I'm gonna put Lou Williams in worthless. Like, he was okay when he came out. Like, he was like, it was the novelty of him being a diamond and being 2,500 MT. That's all I remember, was the novelty of him being super cheap. But I don't remember him being a very good card. If you're asking me, like, I don't remember him being the greatest card in the world, and I've used him a few times. His release is alright, like a little bit like Roko's today, but no, I'm putting him worthless. Okay, DeRozan. DeRozan's gonna go low A tier. Again, a super slept on card because he's not quote unquote comp. Like, if you use this guy competitively, you're going to really struggle. Like, DeRozan is not a card that is made for this game being played competitively. I will tell you that for sure. He is not made for competitive 2K. However, he's not bad. Like, everything except for like interior and like his post game isn't great. His interior is not good at all, but his dribbling is pretty nice. His release is nice. So like A tier, he belongs in probably low A tier. Darren Williams, D. Darren Williams is not terrible. Base dribble style though, with only a mediocre release. Yeah, he's gonna go D tier. He might get moved down, honestly. Derrick Rose. You see, I'm torn on Derrick Rose. Because is Derrick Rose the best little point guard in the game? Like 6'3" and under? It's him or Smart. It's him or Marcus Smart, who's obviously going to be on the shooting guard tier list. Oh, I'm tempted to put him in A. I'm very, very... Because in the right hands there have how good Derrick Rose is. I'm going to put Derrick Rose in as an A tier player. Earl Monroe, D. Earl Monroe's not terrible. Like, he's honestly not terrible. Like, a lot of people would say he really sucks, but he's not. He's okay. Peyton, C. Is Peyton B? Peyton's probably B. I don't rate Peyton at all, by the way. Like, I know he comes at 20 halves, but still. Normal timing on his release. Like, handle's pretty good. Defense is very good. 6'4", which is a decent height. I prefer, give me a Bongar. 1,000,000% give me Clyde Caruso or Dame over him. But Isaiah Thomas, I'm going to put him in E tier. He actually can score. He moves like a freaking slug, but he can actually score. Is Isaiah Thomas good? No. Is he much worse than Sharman? I don't know. Like, he's 4 inches shorter than Sharman, but he can dunk. But IT's not terrible. Like, he's not good. He's not good by any means, but he's just a slight bit better than worthless. A slight bit better than worthless. Then we got Ja. Like, I don't want to, but I'm going to put Ja in B. Like, Ja versus Dame is a close one. I don't really like Ja. And I know some people are going to be... Like, some people are so high on Ja. Like, I know he was the March Moments of the Month reward. Like, he came... Like, people don't realize this. He came out on, like, the 8th of March. He was a free card from 2 months ago. Like, he was a really good free card for his time. But come on, it was 2 months ago. Brunson... D. Brunson is nowhere even close to Jason Williams. I'm not even sure Brunson's better than DeJounte. Brunson's bad, lads. Brunson is bad. Jalen Rose, B. 6'8". I mean, he is 6'8". That's kind of the main redeeming quality of Jalen Rose, is the fact that he's very, very tall for the point guard position. And I don't really see anyone use him now. Obviously, was it Swaggy used him in 250? I don't really see anyone in May that would even consider using Jalen Rose. He was really good for his time, but, like, again, time's not now. His time is not now. Suggs. I'm going to put Suggs in. I mean, Suggs has to go in this tier as well, doesn't he? Suggs' release and his movement is fine. The only thing I say with Suggs is, like, size-wise, 6'4", which is fine. He's not small. He's also not tall. Shooting-wise, pretty decent. Dribbling-wise, solid. Like, there are no real flaws with Jalen Suggs. Just an overall solid card. I need to find someone else for C tier. Because, like, Jeremy Lin's going to go D tier. Again, his dribble stigs are good. His dunking's good. His release is kind of slow with 40 on normal. And he's very similar to... Is it Pink Diamond Gary Payton? He's very similar to him. I maybe move Lin up a tier. Yeah, I think Lin's probably the most effective of all these players in D tier. Jerry West, I hate his release. Jerry West's stats and movement is okay, actually. Like, I know people swore by this card when he first came out. I hate that release with a passion. Like, I just remember using his Ruby in draft, and I remember how much I hated that damn card. Jerry West, E tier. John Wall, B. B because of how much I like him. Like, I think objectively, especially if you're playing against good opponents, he's a C tier player because of his terrible interior and terrible block. I just really like John Wall. Whenever I use him, I have a lot of success with him. Like, I prefer John Wall to Ja. He's not the best player in B tier. In fact, probably one of the weaker players in B tier. And I think objectively speaking, he probably should be in C tier. I just like John Wall, so I'm going to put him into B tier right here. Lowry, I mean, he's terrible. He has got a terrible release. He's 6 foot tall. He sucks. Lowry absolutely sucks. Lonzo Ball, B. I mean, Lonzo can handle. Lonzo can shoot a little bit. Like, there's actually things with Lonzo where you're like, you know what? He's not the best card in the world, but he's not like has no flaws. His release is a little bit slow. But, like, if they give us a new Lonzo sometime soon with, like, Lonzo and very quick, he could be hell. Luka Doncic, get into S tier. Still on next gen the best point guard in the game. He's just so hell to defend. Like, heck, even that pink diamond in the right hands is hell to defend. Even though that card sucks. Luka's release, he just doesn't get contested. If you don't press triangle, Luka literally will just green your face. If you do press triangle, it's going to be a foul half the time. Luka is the most hell player in the game on next gen. But, yeah, he's S. Matt Calvin. Matt Calvin can really move. He's tiny, though. Like, he's too small to put him above D tier. But Matt Calvin can really move. Magic Johnson. I think B or A. Yeah, he doesn't move that well, but he's so good in the defensive end, and he's such a good like home point guard because he can shoot when he's wide open. He can shoot when he's wide open. So if you run like a Kazi at the 2, or even if you're in like a Luka at the 2, you can run Magic at the 1. He's a really good defender. Jordan, obviously, Michael Jordan is an S tier point guard. Jordan is a joke. Jordan is an absolute joke in this game. Like him and Luka came out. I don't know when Jordan came out, but Luka literally came out March the 4th. It was March the 3rd. He came out as the day before 250. And then Jordan came out like 5 weeks ago. It was like the end of March. Both these guys came out in March, and they're still the two best players. Still two best players, period, in the game. Luka and MJ really are those guys. Okay, so we've got 2 more S tier spots. One of them's gonna go. I'm putting Oscar Robertson. I'm going to go Oscar Robertson as one of. No. I'll discuss it. I'll discuss who my last 2 S tier spots are gonna be. I think it'll probably be Oscar Robertson, but you never know. Pat Bev, he really plays defense, but he's really can't shoot. So D tier. Penny Hardaway. I mean, like, look, he's not very good right now. He was good for his time. E tier. I remember I bought him, I think at the end of season 2, I bought him for really cheap because it was when the packs came out, those Black Friday packs. And I got him for like 25k. Then I sold him a week into season 3 for like 85k. Like, Penny was so freaking good, lads. He was so good. And then Maravich. Pistol Pete Maravich. B. Supremely underrated. He has one flaw, and it's that his release is on normal timing. Albeit a pretty big flaw. I'm not going to sit here and say that, like, oh, that doesn't matter, because it most definitely matters. Like, I'm telling you, lads, it really does matter. His release is not on very quick. Or, say, his release is not even on quick. But it doesn't change the fact that the guy can dribble, the guy dunks, the guy plays defense, the guy can shoot, and he's 6'5", so B tier. Rondo is him. I mean, if we're being honest, Rondo is him is probably D tier. He plays lanes, mediocre rate. He'll run to the basket, I guess. Like, his dunking is surprisingly good. Like, he'll go to the basket. In Team Heart, he went to the basket and dunked a few times. I'm going to have to start playing with Team Heart again. I'm really going to have to bring that series back. That series was doing well till I got injured. Or, I was enjoying making that series, and then the whole, then I took an arrow to the Achilles. But yeah, like, Rondo can move, can dunk. Not the best card in the world. Also, by no means the worst card in the world. So, then we have got Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook, what am I doing? Well, Russell Westbrook's D tier. Like, he has one redeeming quality. He has the fact that nobody guards the guy on the 3-point line. Like, literally, people leave him wide the F open. Mainly because of his 3-point tendencies. But, like, that can be solved with settings. If someone's gimmick can be solved by settings, yeah, get in the D tier. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. You know what? I'm putting Shai in S tier, in A tier. I actually think he's a good card. I think he's 6'6". He's got a long wingspan. I like his release. I think his dribble moves are good. His defense is really good. And they gave him his release on quick, which is really nice. So, yeah, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, A tier. I'm going to go A tier for him. He could be lower. This might be like my controversial one. I'm putting Smush Parker in B tier. I think with that Trey Burke base, with those he's Allen Iverson dribbling wise with Trey Burke on very quick, and he's tall. I don't know what more you can ask for, or he's somewhat tall. I mean, if it wasn't for that, like, he's a half badges away from being A tier. That's maybe gassing it, but he's B. He's definitely B. I need to find some players for C tier. Who's gonna go C? Like, I think I'm gonna have to, because I've got Jason Williams in C tier. I'm gonna have to put Trae Young in C tier. Trae Young can really cook though. Like, in the right hands, Trae Young can be such an effective player. But Maxi in C as well, because Maxi's a little bit undersized, but Maxi's another one. His release it's a bit weird, but it's greenable, very greenable, and it's not slow. Maxi will dunk on people. His speed is magnificent. Trae Young's just Trae Young. Great dribble sigs, the Trae escape, and Trae fade, which on current gen is better than next. You just have to, with Trae, just gotta hide him. Just really gotta hide him. So in the right hands, Trae Young is a B or an A tier player. I just think that most people I see with Trae struggle mightily with Trae. Dimwitty, I mean, look, he's 6'6". I don't rate him. I think his release is a little bit slow. I'm gonna put Dimwitty here in C tier. Nah, Trae's going up to B. Trae Young's going up to B. Steph Curry's, I go C and B. I think Steph and Trae are very, very similar level. I think the Pink or the Galaxy Opal Steph can still kind of move, can still fade, still pretty good, especially on current gen. But I'm gonna put him as a C tier player. Kukoc, A. Like, the guy's 6'10", he's chick, and he moves mediocrely. Like, he's a very good cone point guard. Like, he will match up the people height-wise. He'll match up the big men. Especially when you're seeing the likes of Simmons now at the point guard position. He'll match up to those guys. And yeah, I think Kukoc is a really nice card. Very, very slept on. Tyrese Halliburton, I don't like that release, but he is still 6'5" and can move, so C tier. And Walt Frazier is a player that I don't like on the offensive end. He's like, he's literally Pat Beverly, but he's trained as taller. That's basically what you're getting. And I think Pat Bev's release is bad enough that I put him down low. Walt Frazier is big, but that release is so bad. I do not for 1 second regret getting the pink diamond Walt Frazier at the start of the year. He was my point guard for the longest time, but this Walt Frazier is nothing spectacular. So anyway, yeah, that is the tier list of point guards. We don't have too many, so these are the lower tiers all the way up to S. Actually, you know what? We're going to find 2 more people in S tier. We're going to move 2 more people to S tier, and we're going to move a few guys up to A tier, just because B tier is too big. So our 2 guys to S tier. First up, I'm going to move D'Angelo Russell. I'm going to move D'Lo because I think he's, in terms of his movement, in terms of shooting, is probably the best of all these players. And because of how good he is in the right hands, I'm going to move Derrick Rose up to S tier. I'll move Derrick Rose. I don't know why I was contemplating even putting, was I contemplating D Rose in B tier for a second? D Rose, you're going up to S tier. Going up to A tier right now. I'm going to move 4 guys up to A tier just so that we all stay in one line. So my 4 guys up to A tier are Lonzo, Caruso. I'm thinking Ja. And last up to A tier, it's either Chauncey or Jalen Rose. And look, I get it, Jalen Rose is tall. He does not offer a lot other than being tall. And there are taller point guards in this game that are good. They're good tall point guards in this game. Chauncey, you're going up to A tier. So yeah, that is pretty much it, lads. Obviously, a lot of good shooting guards that can play point guard like Giddey and stuff are going to be on tomorrow's list. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.